I hate like mussels and oysters and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me that.
But I feel like I've never really been in a situation where I'm like, I have to eat this oyster. Like, it would be rude of me. I bet that was gross.
Yeah. Oh, man. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, so, gosh.
This is the Buffalo Community Podcast, all about the greatest small town in the USA, the people in it, and how it all works together. Here are your hosts, Tyler Reiss and Mark Benzer.
We should write lyrics to that someday, that little riff.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah, maybe somebody more creative and clever than us could.
Yeah, maybe we'll just play the riff at the end so you can come up with it and submit it to us. It could be our outro music.
Yeah, but it can't be mean.
Please don't make it mean.
Please don't make it.
Hey, everybody. It is Tyler and Mark here for the Buffalo Community Podcast. Thanks for tuning in and watching again. It's just us today. We're actually recording fairly early on a Saturday morning. One of us will be out of town next week. That's me. So we're actually recording, and we thought we'd have a little bit of fun by, putting each other in the hot seat with some of these speed round questions for each other that we put our guests through. We appreciate you listening. So if you like it, please share it, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you have fun today.
Yeah.
All right, Mark.
Should be fun. We only have 351 questions to choose from.
Not bad.
So get comfortable. We're going through all of them.
Yeah.
Just going through a few of them. And Tyler, let's get started here.
Sure.
Picked out a few of my favorites. Well, how about this? Give you a chance to brag about yourself a little bit. But what do you think you do better than 90% of people?
Oh, I honestly think I can make people laugh. I think I'm funny, or at least I think I can make people laugh better than other people.
Yeah.
Maybe that is kind of braggadocious, but I do think I can cut tensions and create some laughter. I once made a bet with a good friend of mine that I could make him cry during a wedding, and it turns out it was just one of my mistakes, and he cried from laughter. I was coming out, I was doing a reading, and I came off, and I did like the double juke step, and the priest was like, "What are you doing?" And all of a sudden, the groomsmen are just
bouncing.
Yeah, just bouncing. So I think I can make people laugh, and it's just maybe sometimes comes with my awkwardness or my total badass jokes.
I think it's genetic. I think you're born with that ability.
It's a pretty strong suit in the Reiss family.
Yeah.
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 How about yourself?
Well, let's see. I think that boy, I didn't know you were going to turn this around on me.
I thought that was the premise of the
I
whole
know.
episode.
I can sing better than 90% of people.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm like the worst of the best. So like of the 10% who are better than me, they're way better than me.
Yeah, it's exponential growth.
Yeah. But I think I can sing better than 90% of the people.
Do you have to have accompaniment, or do you sing along with the radio, or just straight a cappella?
Oh, both. Both. Yeah.
It sounds like you're kidding right now.
No, I'm not kidding. Maybe someday, yeah. I don't sing on command very well, but
yeah. You do have that smooth, velvety voice. That's strong.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Some Barry White.
Not quite there yet.
Not quite. I mean,
yeah. That's one of my secret talents.
Well, I came up with one of these questions. Speaking of voices, if animals could talk, which animal would be the most annoying?
I think I don't want to offend cat lovers, but cats seem pretty pretentious.
Get my food.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could hear what they were thinking, I don't think they have a whole lot of positive things to say about anything or anybody, including the people that feed them, take them to the vet, shelter them. I think that a cat would kind of assume that they are doing you a favor by living there.
That makes sense, and it's that seems almost totally true. If you do have a cat, let us know if you think that about your own cat.
Yeah, because you could still love your cat even while agreeing, I think.
Yeah.
The best is when you're petting a cat and the cat's loving it until it's not, and then it just attacks you and walks away. Like, okay, I guess we're done.
I'm not going to use the litter box today.
Yourself?
I think it's a duck, only because of the Aflac commercials.
Sure.
But if I had to go with a non-obvious one, I think it would be a snake. Mm-hmm. Just because I don't know what everything I think they would say is with an S and with a lisp, and you couldn't take it serious.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be kind of annoying.
Like the Jungle Book.
Yes, absolutely. I know it's not super interesting, but most is probably that duck because of that one.
Gilbert Godfrey?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he ruined it for all ducks.
Yeah. Sorry, Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you eat so much of now you hate it?
Oh, if I ate a lot of it, I'm probably still eating it. If I had to answer that, I would probably say ate so much of it. Oh, gosh.
You can pass if it's just.
Let me think about it for a second.
Yeah.
But you might have one lined up that you're thinking of.
A couple summers ago, we ate a lot of asparagus.
Yeah.
Because we loved it. It was like our favorite vegetable.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, like, the switch flipped, and I'm like, I can't do asparagus
when
anymore.
when your pee started to smell.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'm not a huge fan of corn. I got sick as a kid when I ate some creamed corn, and like all corn has just kind of been, not a huge fan of corn.
My wife worked in a corn plant in Cokato, Minnesota, and she can't.
Yeah.
I can see where working in a corn plant might taint your views on canned corn.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm a sweet corn guy. I do like sweet corn.
I
coming up on sweet corn season.
I don't like anything really about it. I'll cut it off.
Sure.
And eat it with a spoon if I have to eat it. I don't
if
know.
Your wife makes you
I don't know if I've ever had to eat sweet corn.
Sit back down and eat your corn.
Can I have a knife then? What artist or band you always recommend when someone asks for a music recommendation?
I'm super into Eric Hutchinson.
Eric Hutchinson.
Yep.
What song is that? Maybe
so he sings a song called like Rock and Roll is his big radio hit. But he's kind of a Cities 97 guy.
Okay.
Which is my
jam
genre or my so if you haven't listened to Eric Hutchinson, he's got 3 or 4 albums. I think they're all good, especially his earlier albums, his first 2 or 3. But good vocalist, good band.
Sure.
Just a good, solid.
I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Myself, I am a diehard Eagles fan. The band, not the NFL team.
Yeah, nobody likes the NFL team.
No, absolutely not. Huge Eagles fan. Love everything about them. Except I have no aspirations of seeing them in concert ever.
That's really weird.
Because I like their old school stuff on how they're supposed to sound, not 5 old guys with 20 other band members playing there, just standing there.
And they lost one of their. Glenn Frey?
Yeah, Glenn Frey passed away like 2 years ago.
Yeah. See, I'm with it.
I got not upset. I got kind of miffed one time, and I was listening on the radio going to a showing. I said, "Oh man, hey, are you an Eagles fan?" No. Glenn Fry died. Oh, who's that? And I was just taken back a little bit.
Yeah.
But that, or like 90s hip hop rap, that I don't recommend that, but that's like if I'm alone in my car and I'm jamming,
I know.
Just basically like Office Space.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's a good. That is catchy for sure. What songs do you only know the chorus to?
Oh,
The only reason I'm asking is because I think mine is the stereotypical song.
let me hear yours, but while I'm thinking.
I think "Life is a Highway" is kind of that song. You rattle through the verse, and then all of a sudden you get to the chorus, and then I know that. Life is a highway.
And you can nail it at that point.
Right.
Journey. I mean that.
Journey's good for that.
Yeah, I mean everybody can nail it, but I'd probably go with that. I don't have a specific song. I'm actually blanking on that one.
I think
you know the song I'm talking about.
they probably have 4 or 5 of songs
that everybody knows part of it.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody knows part of it.
Yep.
How comfortable are you speaking in front of large groups?
I think I'm a good, healthy nervous that quickly goes into excited and loving it.
Sure.
It doesn't happen very often, but I have good nerves. I wouldn't say I'm scared, but just I'm eager to. I typically wouldn't turn down the opportunity, but would eventually, similar to this, kind of getting started with the podcast.
Yeah.
It was along the lines of, man, I hope, this is that we do a decent job and that it's worth watching and that we don't just fall on our face.
Yeah, especially for all 250,000 of our listeners here out of Huntsville, Alabama.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay if I'm thrown into it. Mm-hmm. I think I could step up and do something, but if I have time to think about it and get scared about it, I'm a nervous wreck.
Sure.
I was once asked to talk in front of what was described to me as a couple dozen agents, meaning thinking like 25 or less, talking about some tech stuff for work at corporate. Mm-hmm. It turned into 500.
Yeah.
In like a presentation.
Well,
And I'm like, you led me astray here.
Yeah.
I said yes, and but I did that, and again, part of that funny bone part. I'm an iPhone guy.
Yeah.
And that was part of my productivity in the video editing. And one of the questions comes from the audience. They said, "Well, what do you do for people with Android devices?" And I said, "Buy an iPhone."
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm out.
Everybody just kind of laughed and said, I can't help you there. I said, search for it. But I kind of enjoy it when it's done, but it's not something I like volunteer for. Like I'm going to go give a speech.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I would volunteer either. I would have to be asked.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'll talk in front of all those people.
Yeah.
But I do it for Rotary, at the car raffle.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah. I thought I had more questions selected than I actually did.
I know, we were blowing through these.
I
got one teed up here.
Yeah, fire away.
What's the saddest scene in a movie or TV series?
The Notebook.
Oh,
when they die together.
Oh, I thought it was when she couldn't decide what she wanted.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What?
I mean, like I've seen that movie one time, so maybe I think I'm wrong. I think I got the movie right.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There are several scenes in that movie where I just can't keep it together.
I would agree that if if I'm gonna, well, we're all gonna die, but like Notebook style, that's probably the best. I mean, without the dementia part.
Without the dementia part.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a good choice.
Charlotte's Web. Sorry.
Mine's a little bit different. Charlotte's Web. It is Onward. Have you seen that yet?
We started watching it. We didn't finish it.
Don't.
Okay.
It's stupid.
Okay.
And it's a spoiler alert for everybody that wants to watch a terrible ending to a terrible movie. It's actually a good movie right up until the end. So the premise is they're going to go see his dad for 24 hours, but they only get half of him. And the son that doesn't see him is stuck and only gets like one more minute with his older brother. So the whole movie, this big buildup of maybe finally meeting his dad, which has always been an inspiration, he doesn't even get to meet him. And that, to me, was such a disappointment. And I thought, well, you can't end a movie bad like that. So I shut it off right after that. So actually, I don't even know if it happens after that. So as soon as that...
You were done, though.
Oh, absolutely. That, and then probably on How I Met Your Mother. You a fan of that at all?
I couldn't tell you a thing about that show.
Oh, okay. Well, when Marshall's dad dies. Ooh,
okay.
That's a tough one. Yeah. But I think plenty of people have seen that one. So, yeah, those are my sad ones.
I think we hit on some really sad movies.
Yeah. One child's show and one comedy TV show.
My kids have started to cry during movies.
Oh, really?
And it seems like more often than not, we end up watching a sad movie inadvertently. And so when my kids cry during movies, it's full on like crying.
When's the last time you cried during a movie?
Oh, probably the last movie we watched. I mean, yeah, I
get that. 4th of July for me, I watch Independence Day. I cry every time. Every single time. I'm not kidding. And there's two parts where perfect health.
Yeah.
2 parts where I cry in that movie is the speech, today we celebrate our Independence Day, Bill Pullman. And I cry, and I'm just like, And then when the guy flies up into the alien ship and he sacrifices himself and he's like, "Hey fellas, I'm back." and I'm just like crying, and I'm like, Jenny's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey,
shut up.
I'm going to go mow the lawn."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I could come up with one more probably.
Sure.
All right. What's the worst thing you've eaten out of politeness?
Oh, it was when Jenny and I first started dating, it was basically anything their family made. I was a meat and potatoes kind of guy, and now I really like all the stuff,
right? Except
blue cheese. Blech. But it was basically anything the in-laws made.
Yeah.
Yourself?
I eat so much food that, and I generally appreciate most things. I'm trying to, so the foods that I just hate, and I hate like mussels and oysters and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me that.
But I feel like I've never really been in a situation where I'm like, I have to eat this oyster. Like, it would be rude of me. I bet that was gross.
Yeah. Oh man. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. So, gosh. So as much as I knew this question, or I should have known this was coming back to me, I can't really think of a time when I was... Well, I can tell you, I like hot dogs, but my grandmother once made me a hot dog in the microwave, and the bun got so hard that you could instead of like pushing on the bun and it would like, a nice
bounce back.
It would, your finger could go right through it. Oh. And I ate half of it before my grandmother noticed that, hey, there's a problem here, and she took it away and made me a new one. So I guess that put me on the spot. That's
pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
Answer.
Well, I think we've had quite a bit of fun here for just a nice Saturday morning of, putting out another piece of content. We hope everybody enjoyed that. Comment in the comments if you have any of those answers for any of those questions we asked each other. I'd actually be kind of curious just to see what other people are crying about, or food that they don't like, or anything else like that. But for the Buffalo Community Podcast, I am Tyler Reiss.
I'm Mark Benzer.
Oh, we don't have a guest. Because they usually introduce themselves.
Yeah.